Okay, I got a Cub Cadet ZT1 Ultima 54-inch. It's only about a year old from Tractor Supply. Lost wheel power going up the hill here, and seems like we got went under and found the drive belt. That one right there was fully off. I've kind of started working it back, but it goes over to the, each wheel has a pulley right there and over there. I don't know why you can see it, but there's a idler pulley that puts tension on that belt. This thing was popped off, so it looks like it connects to the so this is the idler pulley right here. It looks like it connects on the front. And that pulley, you can see it, there's a little bar that comes off of the hole. And that's gonna, springs will go back in there. Then it'll put tension on the belt like that. So I gotta figure out where it goes over there yet, but I think I see a hole that it might fit to. I'll loosen this because there's a little metal bar here preventing the belt from going back on. Looks like it's some kind of guide used for guiding the belt or something, but it's in the way right now. So I think if I loosen that bolt up, it'll drop the pulley down and let the belt slip on, then tighten it back up. All right, I got the idler pulley off. It's just a 9/16, but I had to hit it with WD-40 and use a breaker bar. And that's what I'm left with on the idler pulley bracket. And see this metal piece right there sticking off was causing the, you can't get the belt back on. So I had to drop the pulley off and I'll be able to slide it on. We'll see if we can get that on video. I'm not necessarily the greatest at doing this, but it might be better than nothing. All right, so the belt is now inside of that little bracket on that bar, if you can see it. So I'm gonna tighten it up. So I'm working on the spring. So that's where the spring puts tension on the pulley, keep the belt tight. And then there is this angle of that hole lines up directly with the angle on the pulley. So I think that, and it looks like about where I could stretch it to. I think that's where it was without fully knowing where it was, but we'll give that a shot. Flip up the seat. There's nothing secret about that. It just flips up, no buttons, no fuss. And that angle hole is what we were seeing underneath. And then the spring is sitting right there. I just need to use something to stretch it over. I've seen different kind of gadgets, but there's not a lot of room there, so I'm gonna figure out what the easiest way to do it is, and I'll report back. Just also want to go over, use my jack to get it up in the air, but being on grass, there's no way I was getting out of this hole, so I worked it here. Didn't want to mess up the transmission and whatnot. So I lifted it high enough to get these, probably could use 2 people, but I used one to steady it on the jack, was pretty high up, and then slid the car ramp underneath it. And you could probably do something better than that, but didn't want to go forward, so I put something in front. Didn't really need to get that one under the jack stand, so, but I got under the car ramp, but put a jack stand underneath and wedged it in front so it wouldn't roll forward. That was pretty stable. So got the spring on. So I just took a piece of metal I had in my garage. You probably want to do it actually a little longer than this. I don't know, here's my foot, so it's about the size of my shoe. Could probably make it a little bigger though. We're size 11, but I would make it another 6 inches, give you a little more breathing room. But so the spring, there it is, it's in place on that spot. Over to the idler pulley, if you can see it there. And so I just routed, I routed this, saw this tip from another guy. I just put this under here, attached it to the spring, and then tugged on, put on the hook of the spring, pulled it this way, and then used my other hand to guide it into the hole, and it went in a lot easier than I thought it would. So I just wanted to show the finished product underneath. So belt's got tension on it. There's the spring back on the idler pulley, routed over to that hole. I got it past that metal clip. Looks like it's on pulleys on each of the drive belts. And I'm gonna give her a start. Now, if you're gonna actually change the belt, I just had to get mine back on, so this looks good. It's in good shape. It's only about a year old. But supposedly you gotta pull this electrical connection and then drop down, I think they call this a clutch or whatever. You gotta drop this down, take this bolt off, drop this assembly down. You got metal over here that keeps it, I think they call it some kind of stopper, keeps it from spinning. But that, you can't get the belt over that unless you drop that down. Gonna give it a start, see if it works, and off we go. Boys and girls, we got her done. Seems to run fine. I didn't run her full bore, but I had 0 power when it bailed here. 0 power to the wheels. So looks like we fixed her. Till next time.